Karibuni tena wapenzi watazamaji kwenye channel yangu. Jina langu ni Purity na hii ni the Ms.Matheri show. Anyway, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. So today we are going to talk about watu wenye kinyongo, watu wenye wivu, watu wenye machungu ya moyo. Yani people who are very toxic, people who are so bitter. So, I was just thinking, and I felt like, if you happen to check around your circle, ama watu wenye wana kuzingira, watu ambao unakutana nao mara mingi kwa siku ama kwa mwezi, and try to identify the type of people who are very toxic. Sometimes, when you're very close with the toxic people, you do not notice their impact on your life. Sometimes you do not even realize that they are very toxic until the time you draw a boundary and you begin to study them and wonder how you actually survived with people who are very toxic. So, to start with, people who are very toxic, perhaps you're trying to understand how watu wenye tunasema watu wenye kinyongo, watu wenye uchungu ni kina nani. Ukiangalia kwenye maisha yako utapata ya kwamba kuna watu ambao hawataki kukuona ukiprogress. Yani these people try to make you feel so inferior. If you're starting a business, these are people who are going to discourage you. There are people who are going to tell you, no, this is too difficult. Nah, this is not for you. This does not even suit you. They bring a sense of negative energy into your life. Utapata kama una huyu rafiki mwenye ambaye ni toxic, na katika harakati zako huyu rafiki anatry kukupush nyuma, kukupull nyuma aliko ndio muwe the same level na yeye. Unapata ya kwamba tuseme umemwambia kuna jambo mzuri ambalo linatendeka kwa maisha yako. So you've told your friends about the things that you're doing in life, perhaps you progress, and it could be a project that you're starting, and these are the people who are going to discourage you. They'll tell you things like, no, you shouldn't take a loan, you shouldn't borrow that person some money just because you want to begin a project. They're the people who will tell you something like, I know so and so who started this project, but it failed. Where do you think yours is going to succeed? Things like that. And you have to be very careful to distinguish between critics and toxic people. The things about critics is that their explanation is very logical and they'll try to provide an alternative. So for critics, they'll tell you, if you're starting a certain business, they'll be like, no, although you're starting this business, you need to be careful of this and this, or rather, this is not the best option. Maybe you can try something like this, or this business will not succeed because of these reasons. But for toxic people, they'll be like, no, you can't start this. Like, there's no solid explanation as to why they are refraining you from going ahead. By the way, mnafaa kuavoid sana hao watu ambao wako very bitter na life. Sababu ni kwamba unapatana na mtu ambaye ama you're friends with someone mwenye ako so bitter such that they start to rub off some of their bitterness into you. And if you're not careful at all, you will absorb that bitter energy and you'll also become a very bitter person, by the way. Avoiding toxic people is part of self-care. Self-care, it means like you do not want their energy to affect the positive energy that you have built, the positive energy that's within you. Because utapata with these bitter people, how watu wako so bitter with their lives such that wanapeleka hiyo bitterness yao popote and they don't care. There's no restraint to their energy. whomever they meet, wherever they meet, utapata mtu ametoka na makasiriko mtu ametoka na makasiriko kwake nyumbani, if this person anatumia the road, ametoka na bitterness hiyo nyumbani, maybe they had an issue, so the person carries this bitterness kwa barabara. Huyo mtu hata, these are the people, the drivers wenye tu wanakutusi tu kwa njia out of nowhere, maybe they are even at fault, and then wanakutusi tu, wacha, like you're supposed to leave them because like watu tu wako so bitter, ama mtu tu anakuchokoza tu juu anataka mwanze a fight, and then they'll bring up that bitterness. Barabarani analeta issues, hiyo ni bitterness. Akifika kazini, to the colleagues themselves, ana try to instigate an issue, ama to bring up some things of the past, ama to just negative energy, ama they also try to incite other members about maybe the management or maybe the clients, just something to stir up anger and resentment among also other people. Or rather, they try to, if you're friends with them, wana try kukukumbusha things of the past, vitu ambazo umesahau, so that will also come up, so that will also arouse that hatred in your heart, and mutakasirika wote. Wakienda kama ni kwa wana deal na watu client jamani, hana makosa, amekuja tu na uzuri, and then you just rub off their bitterness. You don't find it that there are some offices you walk into, and the level of customer service unapewa, you keep wondering whether these people are paid, ama it seems like you're the one who is seeking the services na ni wewe unalipa, and the customer service yenye you're given, you wonder kweni, is it a favor unawafanyia? And of course, if you have a bad experience, you do not go back there. Sorry. And you find, if you're an employer and you're watching this, perhaps you may find that whilst your market share is declining, and some of these things are caused by bitterness by your employees, it's obvious it's a matter of emotional intelligence, but it all starts with bitterness. If this person is a bitter person, it's toxic. Sometimes even with all the emotional intelligence lessons and trainings, bitterness is quite something very personal, and it's part of someone's personality. And unless they are willing to let go of their bitterness and toxic energy, no matter the intensity, no matter how much you pay for emotional intelligence, if they are not willing to change, it will always be a no on your side. So I think the video is almost too long, so I'm going to cut it there. So catch you in the next video. Ensure you hit that subscribe button for more and more content. So my name is Purity, and this is the Ms.Matheri show. Bye bye. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing.